Appreciate you for tuning in to the Theory Expo. If you enjoy the content we're doing, please like and subscribe. And on that note, let's get to it.
Yes.
Let's move on, man. You wanna get into this? You watch Andor?
I did. Yeah, I did. Let's get into Andor. So
let's talk a little bit about Andor.
All right. So what would you think of Andor? So 3 episodes. They dropped 3 episodes right away, man. What'd you come away with, man?
Excuse me. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. I'm gonna say this though. They had to drop all 3. Because if they didn't drop all 3,
you'd be lost.
Yeah, and they be getting flamed right now.
Oh yeah,
they be getting flamed right now because they look like it was an hour, because it was like 30 minutes. Let's say an hour 20-minute situation that they chopped up in 3 ways as opposed to making 3 episodes.
Man,
so had they did that, you know, Star Wars is different. I'm more on the Star Wars side now than I used to be. I probably was something else. Star Wars, because I feel like I'm being indoctrinated into the community. They be getting filleted. Yeah. And rightfully so, right? But from the opening scene to the things what happened when he had to go against those guards, and it was mad simple, and they showed him clap guy, and I was like, and then I looked at it and I was like, okay, there's the part. So I'm gonna tell you what, I love it. So let's get that out the way now. I do love it. This is the kind of like energy I thought I was gonna get from Obi. Yes. I ain't gonna even put Boba in that, because as I step back, I felt like they already used all their Boba shit in Mando. So Boba was something that they had to make, right? But it was like you put all your Boba swag in Mando. Great, like the whole Vespa gang and all that be. And I don't want to start dumping on Boba. I'm just saying the line, like,
yeah, I can get it.
There's a lot of ways they went wrong, but I feel like they put all their Boba swag. That's why Boba was doper in Mando. They put all their Boba swag into Mando, so they just would have had to make a Mando season 3 for Boba. I don't know how they was gonna really do that when you take it back. I say they still should have made it better. They probably should have made a Boba movie. I say all that to say this energy I got right now, this is what I'm seeing from the community, is what I thought I was gonna see in Obi-Wan, because I was like, yo, time's got to be tough for you, Obi. This is kind of the shit that's going on, and this, that, and the third, and when you even as weak as the encounters that he had, even with itself, my boy Selvig, Skarsgård, what they call a Lutheran in this, he's still it, right? And like those kind of like characters he was gonna have in the show, I just knew that was gonna be an Obi. Like I thought that kind of swag was gonna be, and I don't like saying swag, it's overused, but I thought the swag that this show got is what I was gonna get in Obi.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have me in the beginning just off of that fact. Like this is and I got a question for you regarding this as we go on. Maybe I'll ask the question now and we'll get into your thoughts of the show.
Go ahead.
Star Wars faces a thing where it's like, George made it for kids, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
George made it for kids, but everybody's grown up on, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you have to have adult Star Wars, right? You have to have an adult Star Wars because you got people who grew up on it, right? But is that a problem? Like I feel like they gotta know how to understand you gotta have a balance of this, right?
Yeah.
Meaning like you don't have to make everything right. I'm not saying,
right.
But like it seems to be a problem because some people, if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's a whole nother thing, right? I just don't like it. But some people it's not for because they adult, but they want to see the more lighthearted moments when it comes. They want their Star Wars lighthearted.
Yep.
And me, I can't do goofy right now. Maybe it's the phase of my life, but if I say goofy, I'm done on a lot of things. This right here is what I was like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Like spy shit, I always say for me, it's the essence, right? It's superheroes, man. Star Wars, spies, and sports. I'm watch all that. That's my stuff I like to watch. It's not a lot of spy stuff in here right now. I'm not gonna act like, they gave me. I'm guessing it's gonna be a spy element to the show, right? But I don't know that yet. I don't know that yet because they
absolutely.
And they changed the Cassian kind of story a little bit with his upbringing. Like now we know, like his parents is old girl, what they call her, the older lady that was like, you hear that? That's the sound of a reckoning.
Yeah, she's like his guardian, right?
Black. But
she took him from the planet, right?
Yeah, and she really gets moms like in this story. Like I think in this real story, it's like his parents were separatists, but like in this, that's his mom. And I think that black dude, the guy that they hung in the square, I think it's the black dude. That black dude who showed up in that, but the third one.
They hung a black dude in the show.
remember when no, they didn't say it, but remember when Lutheran said that, like, I could be like, oh, that you make a great point. But remember he was like, they was in that office square, that office space.
Yeah.
And he was like, they can hang me, maybe they hang me on Bricks Road like they did your father. And that's when he pulled out the heat, like, how you know me and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
So they
Man,
can't show that.
That's true.
I
I
don't
know
think,
they ain't.
but
Woo,
they
I know they
can't
want
show
that
that
tone
right now.
deaf,
You make a
but
great point, but I think they're changing the story. I'm going to the theories, and let me step back a little. But once I finished that first scene, I was excited. Like when he was going to he looking for his sister or whatnot. And then he actually murked the guy. Flashback stepped me back a little bit because that second episode was all them flashbacks. And it was like, okay, cool. I was riding. Then we got to the third episode. I was like, when I got to the end, I was like, yo, yeah, this is exactly what I need right now from a Disney Plus show about Star Wars. And it's Andor, and we saw Rogue One. So this is where I'm at. I'm totally enjoying it. They say good, people seen episode 4 already. They like, this. They say like, okay, yeah. So
wow.
I don't know. What you think?
I'm with you, man. I definitely agree with you, man. With the first 3 episodes, I think were 1 hour and 20-minute long, or hour and a half long movie, like pilot. It was like one pilot episode that they chopped up and just called it 3. We're gonna give you the first 3 episodes. No, you gave us an hour and 30-minute pilot. Not even a pilot, but you just gave us the first episode cut up into 3
They should have kept that all together, like on some House of Dragons.
Just say like, hey man, our premiere is gonna be a movie basically. I don't know how many episodes is this gonna be? Okay. Ooh,
and I wonder if it's like, honestly, I keep telling the joke, but I have a thought. Is like, is this shit like poetry again? Is this like really, because every three parts is an arc, right? So is it like an episode? So like, like 4, 5, and 6 is an arc. 7, 8, and 9 is an arc, right? Like,
interesting. Yeah.
Like it's an arc, right? Like, but yeah, that's what this was. It's 12 episodes, basically 4 arcs.
Okay, so my thoughts. I liked it, man. I really liked it. It looks so damn good, man. Golly. Damn, this shit. I'm like this.
Golly,
this just look. I just found myself just staring, just looking around, looking at every little detail in the background, man. Looking at everybody's costumes. It looks so good, even though the world is kind of gloomy. Like it's almost like it's not like a bright, vibrant type of world. Like it don't look like a world you necessarily want to live in, but it captures that Star Wars look. It captures that Rogue One look. I would say
it definitely captures Rogue One.
It took what was best about Rogue One, and we now see it here, man. This show looks so damn good, and it's so much of a breath of fresh air to be off of Tatooine, to be out of the desert, man. So I'm aesthetic wise, I'm blown away. When you brought up the part about Star Wars being for kids, that kind of gets into my pros, my cons part of it, right?
Okay.
But I'll continue on with my pros. Like I said, aesthetically it's like the best looking thing ever. I still don't like the ships from Disney Star Wars, but that's whatever. that's nitpicking at this point.
You talking about when they did when that security crew showed up?
Yeah, the ships just all look the same. Like they don't know how to do ships. Like Disney don't know how to do ships. Like George Lucas made sure that every ship in every movie looked different. You know what I mean? Like anytime he did a movie, he made sure he had new ships and they all were unique. But I'm nitpicking at that point. This show, like you said, this is the best. We're getting exactly what was advertised. It's a spy show made by Tony Gilroy, who did the Bourne Identity, or the Bourne trilogy, wrote on the Bourne trilogy, and I think he wrote and directed like the 4th movie. He is bringing his expertise here to this Andor show, man. We getting just great interactions between characters. We getting interesting cast of characters. I thought it was very well done, man. Not a lot of action, but
I got a question for you about that too. So we'll go circle back and let's talk to you about that.
Absolutely, but very much like espionage and stuff like that, man. You see, like you said, every 3 episodes is an arc. You definitely can see where they're gonna really shine when they get into the early developments of the Rebel Alliance and what it takes to kind of sneak behind the Empire's back. To go 3 episodes, man, and to not really see the Empire, to not really see stormtroopers, to not see the Republic, to not really see the clone army or whatever, like for them to just operate within this small little part of the universe, I thought they did a really good job, man. This is just everything we loved about Rogue One, which I think is the best Disney Star Wars movie we get here, man. My only con really is going back to what you said, man. Star Wars is for kids. The thing about Star Wars is very much, and not that I don't want to rain on the whole parade. Don't get it twisted.
No.
I like the show. No, I like the show. I like it. I like it. I want to see more of it. But the only con I got is Star Wars, where Star Wars falters is when it's too much dialogue. There's a lot of dialogue in the show. There's just
yeah.
There's just talking and talk. Hey, man, this character, conversation after conversation, interaction after interaction, man. Like it is not a show of a few words, man. This is a lot of dialogue.
It's like Loki in Star Wars.
It's like Loki and Star Wars. The thing about it is Star Wars is very much the what makes Star Wars great is Star Wars is not about dialogue. It's about spectacle, special effects, sound effects. It's like big explosions and ships and stuff flying around, making noises. And in between those moments, you have a little bit of dialogue. Luke, I am your father. Like little things just to get to the next scene of the next spectacle. I mean, I told you I'm your father just for him to jump off and fall all the way down to a shaft. And then, the Millennium Falcon come pick him up. Just what I mean is Star Wars has never been about dialogue. And when he say things like, "Oh man, it's for kids," yeah, he meant it was for kids. He meant that you got to make Star Wars for kids to be able to digest. You don't want it ever to be Star Wars where kids can't be involved. Yeah, we know we adults, we coming in like, "Whoa, this man, I love this shit. This is my favorite." You know what I mean? Yeah, we come in and we're gonna take over, and we're gonna be the majority of the ones that's gonna see it. But you always want to make Star Wars to where kids can be included. That's where the Mandoverse would benefit. They do a better job with that. This very much you're right. This seems like an adult show.
Yeah, they made this for me.
Yeah, this is
kids.
This is for us. This is for adults. And that's cool. That's cool. You know what I mean? Because again, you're not like, but with that said, I wouldn't even call this a con, because the thing about this is kids will still find a way to gravitate. Some kids will, some kids won't. But eventually, I think you can sell action figures and stuff like that off of this, right? Yeah. Like you can sell already. You could get you got the new droid, you got the little red droid in there now. You got all these different costumes with these soldiers and stuff like that. That's cool. Again, they don't get the ships right. The ships don't look that appealing compared to Mandoverse. Like,
they ain't had a new ship that hit the market that people got to get.
They've
had new droids.
These droids dope.
They ain't had a new ship. That's a great point. I never paid attention to that. Like
droids is dope.
Every ship that showed up in everything, and I mean to cut you, every ship that showed up in everything that they've done since Disney has taken over, all the ones that slap are the ones that are callbacks, whether it was a Millennium or even now. Do you like the Mando joint?
The one that got blown up? Yeah.
Yeah, it was mostly a cargo joint, but he had a nice little...
that was dope. Yeah.
He had a nice little... I think I got to give him that one. But then he went to the callback ship. Yeah. He went to the callback ship. Yeah. I got to look at it again.
His ships is dope.
What it was.
His ships is dope, but you're right. They are callbacks.
He went to the callback one.
The second one is from episode 1. You're right.
It was one of them Naboo joints, right?
Yeah, the Naboo.
You got the Naboo
fighter.
Yeah.
And, Slave 1 made an appearance with Boba Fett.
You know what I'm saying? So, Slave 1 there.
We haven't, but again, I'm nitpicking.
That's a great point though, because they haven't made one that did the job where it was like, oh, I need that on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me have that in my backdrop.
I'm nitpicking, but even with that, it feels very much just like backdrop of the galaxy. Just it feels like a little small, like airy little part of the galaxy, man. Where they make and again, we called this in the lead up, man. It very much captured that Fallen Order.
Oh, it looked like a
feel.
Action.
Oh, yeah, it got everything.
If he was living in the neighborhood, he had to go. He had to go pick up a meal.
Yeah,
maybe he want to go on the night of the town in another little area he was in where those little dances and everything was. That's where he would be.
And this is where George Lucas will be proud. And this is where the number one thing where this show succeeds, in my opinion. Number one reason why this is a very good looking Star Wars show that feels like a Star Wars show. Lived in galaxy, a lived in world. This looks very much like a lived-in world. It don't look too new. It don't look too shiny. This looks like a damp, used, old, like it's just every little area you see feel like it's been lived in. They did a great job, man. I like Andor, bro. I like Andor. I want to see more.
Yeah, man. And it's always we're at the point where it's like hit or miss, right? Like you don't know, right? I'm so glad they did the 3 because, man, I'm like, man, we ain't even about to talk about that. I don't even want to come on here and pile on. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like if they had stopped at the 1, and like you say, and then I don't even. I hope, I hope 4, 5, and 6 are not edited like that, right? Like,
Right. Yeah.
because that's it. Like the show end, and I'm like, hold up, what?
It ends abruptly, right?
Like,
Like,
wait, what?
they'll just key in on somebody, like they'll just on, and then you just be like, dun-dun-dun. You're like, oh wait, we out, we're done. Like
That's it.
That's it. Okay, all right.
Somebody made a point. I was sitting here, and I was like, wait, huh? The credits? Yeah. You know me, I gotta do. I'm like, I know Star Wars gonna do the post credits, but fuck, like, there's something as they ended that shit too quick. It got to be something in the middle of this. Yeah. But they did one. They shit was great. The one they did on Mando, right when they showed Boba. Right?
Oh yeah,
like, that was a super
oh yeah.
Right after the Luke thing. Hey, that's a. You know what I'm saying? You can't redo that, right? Like that's how you do it. You have Luke show up, and then you have a Boba Fett post credit, like just to mess with you. But I say all that to say, yeah, it was a good ride, man. It was one of the points I was gonna make about the situation. I think we're gonna get an opportunity to see. And somebody said this, and I got to remember what I was watching when somebody said it, because you know, when all the Star Wars we get to see, everybody hates the Empire. Yeah. Empire bad guys, Rebels are good guys, right? Yeah. And we got to see some of the things in Rogue One where we got to see Rebels are good guys, but they got to do things. They not clean. Like I would be hyped if that one guy that was trying to get the general that was trying to get Cassian to kill Jen's father, like you shoot him on sight. Like that's not from a cameo standpoint, but like just to show up, because he was willing to do what it took, right?
No, he's trying to win, man.
Yeah, like no, you look, they telling y'all to do all this. You take him. If you see him, you take him out, right? So you know, I just want to make it that. I know that's probably more of a season 2. He's probably really is this one, seeing how he gets recruited to the thing. But I say all that to say, I think we're gonna get an opportunity to see like why people don't like the Empire. The people, like, why would you be willing to rebel other than just having like we've always had like in our own world fascist kind of regime. People don't rebel, right? Like, and they ain't really calling the arms and stuff, right? They're not really doing that. Like, it take them forever, right? If they even want to get to that point. And usually, shit got to shake. Like, you got to see a weakening in that. Like, you're not building up pockets ready to, show up and take out your fascist regime. I say all that to say, you could tell, like, with this my man with the guy that's right trying to make a name for himself, right? We gonna see why he want to be in it, but also get to see like why, like you say, why the rebellion could build, other than just like some, we used to be Jedi, we used to be part of the what they call it, the Galactic Senate, right? Not Galactic, what was it called? The
Republic.
But Republic, we were part of the Republic. Those the Bail Organas, the Mon Mothmas of it all. Well, we got to see those people like banging those joints, and then they went to work, right? We're gonna tie this joint up to the plane, and when dude take off, we seeing that the Empire out here outsourcing security. Like, man, we ain't worried about that neighborhood. We don't even need to have a footprint out here. The dude was even saying that. He was like, dude, man, the less noise we make, the better. Look, those dudes was in the wrong place at the wrong time, picked the fight, and this, that, and the third. If we go any further, and he was right. Look what happened. We dig any further, man, and then he done got security killed, and they got to get the Bacta tank and all this and all that. But like, we get to see like those kind of little elements, and then we get to see somebody trying to come up through the Empire. We probably get to see even the inner workings. Like, that's where they gonna fail. They sloppy right here. They great right here. Oh, we showing up in this town. Like, it wasn't just like the end where people were rebelling. People had been building up to this point. Yeah, we only we get to see we see all those people ready when we get to New Hope and all this and all that. Hell, we get to see it even in Rogue One. But they already had a kind of sophisticated rebellion by the time we got to Rogue One. They had spies. They was doing this. It was right before New Hope, so of course they were going to be pretty much ready. Like, okay, we want to fight. Like, nah, why? Okay, we know the Empire is bad, but why? Right? Why? And we get to see these different moments, and it's shot like that gloomy part that you were saying. Like, they did it in England, they did it in rainy London. I just saw the thing where they built that actual set. And that's hard to believe in these days at times that people do that again. Like, they took a remote part of that and they built the set, so that's a legit thing where those buildings is there. They mapped it out and shit. I'm like, wow. So I ain't never watched one of those behind the scenes of anything that they done. Right? I'm gonna watch this.
Oh, hell yeah.
I didn't watch. I'm lying. I saw some of the Mando ones. I ain't watching all the way through.
They just dropped the one with Obi.
They just did a Jedi Return or some shit like that.
I need to watch that one. Yeah,
I might need to check that out. I'm definitely watching this. So yeah, man, I don't want to overhype it because it could take a left turn real quick. But like, all I know is when that show ended, when I say thank God for this and thank God for House of Dragon.
Yeah.
I said thank God for the both of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I'm cool. Like having this
man, who would have
stagger
thought?
with a couple
Man,
things
who
I
would
was
have
looking
thought?
for. Yeah, this would have been the one. Like all the shows they probably would have announced. That I'd have been like,
this was one I was when they first announced it. I was not excited about this show until I saw the trailer. I was like, wait a minute, oh, whoa, that looked good. Now, yeah, it's here. We see it. I'm with it, man.
I got a question for it. Go ahead.
What's that? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I got chills right now when you were saying that, and then I got an extra chill when I thought and pause on this whatever. Like when Lutheran meet Saw Gerrera, right? Like when they actually I got chills thinking about that. Like if they really let Saul be Saul, right?
Yeah.
Because this is before he got to go ahead. You know, he was doing all that shit in Rogue One. That's the kind of bad thing about Rogue One. You know, and how they played him, or how he was portrayed in that, but he was done, right? It was into his run.
Yeah.
This was not the end of him. So, you know, obviously, I think we're gonna get to the point where we see him get blown up or something where he got to start getting to. I say all that to say, do you think, based on what we see now, that Saul gonna get to be Saul for a minute? Man, is he gonna get to be Saul? Like he gonna this is like, you know, we see it another. Well, there was, I think it was only Clone Wars that we get to see like Saul was like, no, Saul was that
Clone Wars. Some of
because I know in Rebels he was wanting to do it. They already knew he was like, hey, Mom Mothma told him like, hey, Saul, he an extremist. So he was wanting to do things and he had that energy of doing things, but he didn't get to do it. Like they talked him out of it. Right? They walked him off the ledge of being what he really wanted to be. We gonna get that Saul, like at least a moment.
He was damn near a villain in Rogue One. You know, he tortured people and shit. Yeah, I think we're gonna let him. We're gonna see him in all his splendor, right?
Prime Saul.
Yeah, we're gonna see Prime Saul, man, running around guerrilla style, just bombing and just torturing and getting by any means necessary. Saul Gerrera. We're gonna see it. I think so. I think we get that real Saw Gerrera. Like you said, we're not gonna see the guy who's sort of like you know, like you said, he was kind of stumbling around. He had like one mechanical leg. No, I think we get a little bit more of a older version of what we got in the Clone Wars and Rebels.
Okay,
which I can take that, man. Yeah, I think man, you're right, man. Your boy Lutheran, man, he stole the show, man. Skarsgård, man, he chewed it up, man. Pause and shit, man. He chewed up the scenery, man.
Yeah. I think he's still in it the rest of the way.
Yeah,
I think the only way, what's the name, to get his show back, if when they do the flashbacks and they show him and his foster moms, like when they try to like get to, you know, showing how they bonded, and then if they try to go with this like underlying story, then he need to find his sister or whoever that little girl, right? Like she gonna play a part. Like, is she actually really part? Like maybe it might be a twist. Like she's part of the, you know, they got those little. Maybe she's part of the, because I don't think you really have a choice to be part of the damn the Imperial. Why am I forgetting the name of the Empire? Like you might be part of the Empire. Like she might be part of the Empire. She might be actually working because them's jobs, right?
Yeah.
Beyond like you being an evil person, like we gonna see like people had jobs. Like them dudes didn't even want to look like, we could look for things. They don't really do trying to eat his ramen, like his blue ramen. Like I ain't really trying to, and he had to get cussed out to do it. Like we gonna see stuff like that. Like maybe she's in that, and you saw some of the trailer when he get caught and he got to break out. Is he trying to get to his sister? I don't know. They keep that kind of story, or whoever that little young girl was. Like, is that the story? But honestly, I personally think going forward, like it's a shared show, and he's still at that. Man, he dope anyway. He's just dope anyway.
Nah, he dope, man.
He dope anyway, but like, because he recruiting him, he's showing him things that
what he say? What was his line? He was like, "Don't you want to fight these guys for real?"
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Because you brought up the security detail, the outsource shit. It's like, you want to fight these guys for real? I'm trying to get you off the planet, man. What you want to do? Get him off the planet. Now we about to see this dude get molded into this cold-hearted operative that he is in Rogue One. Yeah, I think it's gonna be dope, man. It's very good world building, man. The shootout in the square, in the little square area, like the public area they was in, where the dude gets shot coming down the steps.
Yeah.
It's just, they do a good job, man, of not, they don't have to rely on too much like over the top violence, just
silly jokes while it's happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, not a lot of humor in this show, man. Not a lot of humor. That's what Star Wars is got a lot of humor. It's humor. It should be some humor. These goofy, no goofiness, man.
It should be natural. Like if
nothing
you got
goofy
with
about
the
this
charisma
Andor.
of Han Solo, yes. If you got whatever, right? Whatever kind of other, but if your droid got it or whatever, and it's still like what's the name? Dude was sad. K2SO was sassy as hell, and
I can't wait till he show up.
And he was the only. He balanced that shit out, right? Like he was a sassy MF, right? And then that's gonna be a great moment. Hopefully, when we get to see them, hopefully they do that right. They do that justice because that's a big moment in the Rogue One movie. So yeah, like they didn't, and then you got to see like I just thought it was dope that outsourced. That was legit an outsourced security detail who really wasn't about that action.
Nah, B.
They had that been in no shit like that.
They was trying to chill, bro. Like some of them was a-holes.
Yeah.
Some of them was just like the one dude was the one guy that was kind of over the top. He had the one bull run up to him and kind of was like, "Yeah, man, you're right, man. Yeah, we should be more. Yeah, you're right. Like we should be. We should investigate this. Yeah, that's one of our own." And he like, yeah, you're right. They kind of like playing off each other. But yeah, you're right. It was like, man, we out here on the outskirts.
I liked him too, though.
Trying to lay low. Yeah, I like him.
He was good, man. I didn't think I would, but I actually liked him. He was good.
Yeah, I like the characters.
They weren't really wanting to do that. They wasn't been in any of that. They had you can tell they hadn't.
Even the dude that got killed,
where they was at.
Even the dude who partner got killed. He was like, "Hey man, he dead, man."
He was like, "Man,
he was like,
supposed to do that."
Yeah, right. He's like, "Man, I was messing with you, bro. I was giving you a shakedown, bro. Like, chill. Like, hey, look, man." I tell you what, bro. Like he tried to come up with a story. Like, man, dude, put it to it.
You talking about the beginning? You talking about the beginning? I thought you were talking about when they shot the girl boyfriend and he told him to go get in the ship. So when he shot him, it looked like dude was like, man, you weren't supposed to shoot him or nothing. Like, hey, man,
that part too.
Man, go get the plane ready, man. Like, what the hell, man? You out here watching? That's how I took that part, man. I gotta watch that again. But in the beginning, he was like, those dudes, they were just thought they was gonna shake my man down.
Yeah, they was just giving him a shakedown. Like, hey man, come on.
Right. Man, he headbutted him to death.
They ain't know he was about that action, man. Like
it was just
took him down.
It was just a thing. It's a saying though, you actually not supposed to do that to a person holding a gun.
Is try to negotiate.
Like it's like in that kind of scenario, I gotta watch the thing I just saw again, but like a real thing, like if somebody like you don't want to give a man an option who has a gun in his hand. Exactly. Like you sometimes doing too much talking like that is the worst thing you could possibly. Now, I forgot a gun. You got a gun. What are you gonna do? Right?
Some people talkers, though. They're gonna try
to. But like he went into that. He was like, yeah, because he didn't want that neither, man. He was just trying. They were just trying to shake somebody down.
Yeah, that's it, bro. These are just regular guys. They not Imperials, man. They not killers. You know what I mean? And they not down for the cause, man. They not there to subjugate these people. They just, hey man, we just got hired by we got a contract off the Empire, man. We paid. We good, bro. But obviously they not, the guys like those guys are not really that paid that much because they the grunts. So they like, you know what, man, every once in a while, bro, we shake down that local. You know what I mean? Dude came up in the bar, we're gonna follow him outside, we're gonna rob him and move on, man. You gotta, but this dude was this dude a killer, Andor killer, man. Even before
and I actually hope they keep that going. You know what I'm saying? Like showing that he gotta make those because he's
definitely great, man. He definitely got a gray area.
One of the terrible things, silly things they did with the re-releases of the like original Star Wars is like you say they made Han Solo always shot first, and then they show it now and he shot second, right?
Kind of took the edge off on him.
Yeah, which is dope. And then when they put it back in the Solo movie, that he shot first, right? When he murked the dude, but it's like take that out of there, man. He shot first, man. My man said McClunky, he shot it.
I always thought he shot first, bro.
He shot first.
What else would he? This is a bounty hunter, okay? I'm trying to bring you in, bro. He like, I'm not going in.
Yeah.
I don't have Jabba's money yet. I don't have the credit, bro.
Yeah.
He like, what he say? I forgot the line, but he's like, yeah, man, that's the idea. You know what I mean? The dude told him like, yeah, man, that's the idea, man, to bring you in, bro. He was like, oh yeah, all right, McClunky. You know what I mean? Greedo, bro.
Yeah, dude flashed on him.
Yeah, he flashed on you. He reached on him.
I felt like my man told him too. Like, I mean, he's dead or alive at this point. Like, I had to take like kind of like, all right, well, now I know what's up. And he shot him.
Yeah, once he put that out there, that I can murk you out. He was like,
so I hope that this ain't the last. That wasn't the one, right?
Oh nah, you gonna kill more.
I hope that ain't what the one. Like Lutheran let him know, like, nah, you're gonna have to, or it don't really seem like when they got the Rogue One that he had like an energy with Saul because Saul locked him up. So it wasn't of like that was his man's. He was like, "Oh man, come on, little." So it wasn't. So he still locked him up.
Cassian, boy.
So Cass ain't had that kind of pull with Saul. So hopefully with Lutheran is probably the one that's gonna like. Sometimes you got to make them, because I didn't even pick that up. I was like, was Lutheran telling him to shoot the dude, or was he trying to scare the guy when he was like shooting when he ran up on the back of the little the guy was trying to make his moves. I can't remember his name, but the guy that's trying to come. You could tell he's trying to come up. Taylor this suit and everything.
Yeah, that dude is in the time jump. He probably gonna be like Imperial, like a major.
Oh yeah, he about to get his run. Somebody about to see something.
Yeah, they're gonna move him up. They're gonna move him through the ranks. He probably gonna be a commander. No, not a some type of a captain or something.
He might mess around and try to throw some people on the bus when this little move, right? When they get to the point, he's gonna be like his little husky.
Yeah, because it's gonna be an investigation, right?
Like that was on him.
Because the people die. Yeah, it's like shit.
Gonna have a report.
Yeah, somebody gonna come in and be like, yeah, we need answers. You know what I mean? Because somebody from the Empire is gonna come down, which is probably gonna be this girl in white. This
shorty right there.
This Grand Admiral. Yeah, this Grand Admiral. I think not Grand Admiral. What would she be? She would be like what was Krennic in bro?
What was he?
I'm drawing a blank. What are the white uniforms signify? You're a like a director?
Director of the Imperial. He was a director.
Yeah. So this chick probably gonna be like she's high up. How she's that high up and that young? Who knows? Maybe she a G. But she gonna come out. She gonna probably come down and go, oh, why people died here? I mean, so that's but or maybe not. I don't know. But I think that guy's gonna get recruited. He gonna get moved up. He gonna be somebody, and he gonna remember Cassie, who spared his life, right? Because he the one he had the gun to his head, right?
He was the one that had the gun to his head.
So he gonna remember that. Like, you let me live, But.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm interested in where this go forward. It's always shaky when these shows come out. But then, like you say, how far can they go? They show some things in the trailers where there's different action. It's only so much. Like you said, we want to have. So I know they say this is the most expensive show they've had too.
Oh, it
costs more. It costs more than even Obi. So hopefully, like even when they have like the battles in the when they have the battles in the sky, things of that nature, it looked like it is going to be that way, right? So hopefully, like it looked like it's going to be some action. But honestly, man, like I said, this ride I'm on right now, I'm enjoying it. See what happens. I'm looking forward to the next week's show. And it's like and the dope things about these, I was watching some stuff, but it's like these aren't really like this and even House of Dragon.